Hey guys, welcome back to Kellen Time. I got a lot of new subscribers after my G-Shock video, so if that's you, appreciate you guys subscribing. If you haven't subscribed yet, I'd love you to. This is just a pretty laid-back channel of me talking about watches, accessories, etc. It's not too serious. They're usually pretty quick videos, usually under 10 minutes. It's just fun. It's something that I enjoy, so I try to review watches, accessories, etc. So today we are taking a look at the Haveston Navy 66 IVA strap, as well as a couple other NATOs that they sent over. So we'll get into those in a second. But let's look at the IVA strap first, because I think this is probably the best part, or the coolest part that they sent over, and something that's super unique. If you haven't seen the IVA series from them, it's the intravehicular activity is what IVA stands for. And it's inspired by the original vintage space flown design strap that they used for NASA with their Speedmasters. And obviously that used to be quite a bit longer, and they would Velcro that over the top of their spacesuit. So what Haveston did is they took that design concept and created it for more of an everyday wear, or something that you could wear on wrist. They have a couple colors. They have a gray and a white that are more astronaut focused, or look more like what you would picture an astronaut wearing. And then this is as you can see, it's the Navy 66. And if you're not familiar with the Navy 66, the Navy 66 Sea King helicopter is essentially the helicopters that the Navy would use to recover Apollo modules after they splashed down into the ocean. So when the modules came back to Earth and they landed in the water, the Navy 66 Sea King was the Navy ship, or the Navy helicopter that went and picked up the astronauts. So this is kind of a nod to those pilots in those helicopters, and that's why this one is marked Navy 66 and blue instead of the more traditional white or gray color. So as you can see, it's pretty heavy duty. It's got a pretty solid keeper here. It actually comes with a spare rubber keeper. So you've got one that you have on there, and say it rips or falls off or whatever, you've got an extra one, so that's kind of nice. And then it's a heavy duty nylon on the outside, and then on the inside it's basically a hook and loop surface, or more commonly known as Velcro. So you can see the Velcro here. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys what I was drinking. This is something I like to talk about, beer as well. This is E9. It's Indian Pale Ale out of Tacoma, Washington. I'm in Seattle. Tacoma's about an hour south. Kind of in the land of microbrews up here. There's 10 within a mile of my house in Seattle, so all sorts of fun stuff to share. It's a not super hazy, but definitely more of that unfiltered look, hazy IPA. Really tasty. Dry hopped with El Dorado and a couple others. So good stuff. If you ever get out to Seattle or CE9, they're a really great local brewery here. Back to the strap. So I threw it on my Speedmaster here, and I haven't had one of these before, so one of these style straps. So you feed it through what you would think to be is kind of upside down, because you'll see when you put it on, you essentially put it through this keeper here, and then we'll slide this rubber keeper up. And then you essentially, I'll have to move the watch a little bit, but you essentially then will Velcro it, and then that's how you get your loop. So let me move the watch head more towards the end of the strap, which I believe is how you're supposed to do it. So that way you get all of your adjustability. Slide your keeper down. I'll have to take off my current watch, which is the Autodromo Group B version. I don't know if they're calling it version 2, but it's the bracelet version. It's got the drilled lugs with the bracelet, and then this is the night stage style, which absolutely one of my favorite watches. If you haven't checked these out, super cool. I don't think it's available anymore, but he still has the other color dials, and they did some other limited editions in the same kind of blasted finish, blasted look for worn and wound. So really cool watch. But yeah, back to this. So let's see. Let me get this situated a little bit. Let's see how this wears. Make no bones about it. It is a thick strap. So it's going to be something that you know, it's not going to be as comfortable as like your silky smooth, buttery, super broken in NATO. This is going to be something that, you know, it's going to take a little bit of time to break in, I assume, because it is Velcro. It has, you know, some really thick nylon, all materials that aren't going to be, you know, off the bat going to be something that's like super comfortable. So, or I guess super silky smooth, if you will. It's just a thick strap. You can see it, you can feel it. With that being said, it's going to be a super durable strap. So if, you know, you got an activity where you're going to go hiking or you're going to go do something outside, this is a great option, to be honest. And I kind of love this blue color. It's not a color you see very often. You can see when you get it in the light, it's kind of like a royal blue. Anyway, really cool strap, really fun how they honored the history of the astronaut straps or the Velcro straps back then, but they're doing something a little bit different to make it, you know, wearable today. And then obviously this specific version with the Navy 66 is a really cool touch, especially for, I know there's a lot of aviation fans out there, and they'll know quite a bit more about those missions and those types of pilots. But super cool watch strap, really good stuff from Haveston. So check them out. Like I said, a couple other colors, comes in great packaging. They do a great job. If you haven't heard of them, obviously go check them out. If you have, I'm sure you guys are aware of the stuff they're doing. And then this is, I believe, going to be more of their traditional style NATOs, or you know, that product that we're all fully familiar with. Haveston's kind of a calling card is that they put them in these little tins, which are really cool. And not only that, but they will be, you know, great to reuse. Like you could use this and put a couple different things in here as far as straps, or I don't know, however you want to do it. Definitely reusable. I like it when you get packaging that's reusable. Like when you get a watch and it comes in like this really ornate, you know, wood box. That's great, but you just put that in your closet and it never sees the light of day. Whereas like some brands have started putting it in more of like a carrying case that you can actually use to take with you. I think that's really cool. It makes it a little bit easier. So you can see they punch it on the outside. It tells you what size it is. So this is a 20 mil whole gray is what they're calling it. Let's open it up. They're really good at their packaging. Butter. Yeah, this is great. So this is obviously a seatbelt style NATO. It's super smooth. Like I have, I might even have them right here. I have a bunch of NATOs, you know, toxic NATOs, which is this guy here. And I have some Cincy Strapcos and some Blue Sharks, all sorts of stuff. And just the initial feel, this is the softest NATO I think I've ever felt. Not, you know, this is probably one of my favorites. This is the Toxic, and I love it. But I can already tell it's a bit thicker, and it's got the raised edges where the seams are on the edge. And this is just completely smooth all the way across. Super soft. You can see it has some brushed hardware. This is, again, the 20 mil version. They've got the squared off edges, and then it's signed with their branding there. So that's a great NATO. I'm excited to wear that. And then let's take a look at this. This is what they're calling M1944C. I believe, I'll wait and see, but I believe this is part of their canvas line. Yep. So this is a canvas strap, and I haven't had a canvas strap before, so this is a new one for me. And it's similar in design, obviously, as a NATO, as you can see, but it's made out of canvas, which is going to be a bit thicker and a bit heavier duty. But what you get from that is that, you know, it's ooh, that's nice. They sew down this end, and then this keeper's floating. So sometimes some brands this keeper won't be floating, so you'll have, you'll have it positioned, and that's where you have to tuck in your tail. Whereas this one, they give you the option to tuck it in. So let's throw one of these on here. We'll take off the IVA real quick. Really cool though. I like this IVA. That's a fun one. If you want something that's a bit different from your standard NATOs and stuff, and maybe you're a big Speedmaster fan, or you got the Belova Moonwatch, or whatever it is, maybe even a Pogue, Seiko Pogue. That's a fun one to do. So, all right, and they even have, this is a detail I forgot to mention. You can see it's not just rounded or cut off at the end. They have a little detail that kind of matches the cut of the buckle. So super cool. Everyone knows how to put on a NATO, I hope. And there you go. Man, you can just see how buttery soft this thing is just in the light. Like it just got a nice sheen to it. So I'll throw it on wrist here. That's it, guys. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. Like I said, I think the winner here is this seatbelt style NATO, and then obviously you got the IVA strap, which to me, this IVA strap is probably one of the cooler designs that someone's kind of come out with in the last little bit in the watch industry, just because it seems like a no-brainer once they release it. I'm like, well, yeah, that makes sense for all of those Speedmasters out there that, you know, because they always play up that, you can see there. Great strap. Super excited about that. So if you want a really quality, I should talk about price. If you want a quality NATO, if you like that soft, buttery feel, then you definitely have to check them out. So the IVA straps are $28.55, so just under $30. The canvas straps, I believe, are the same price. They're $28.55, so good value there. I'm excited to break this one in. I think that it's got a great look to it. You know, it gives off a different look than your classic NATO. So it's exciting that, you know, they've got some other options that, you know, that you can try out if you don't want to just do NATOs all the time. And then look at that, their NATOs are also $28.55. So, well, there are some a little bit cheaper, but yeah, they're all around the $28 price range. And I think if you buy 2 or more straps, you get a 10% discount and free shipping. So good stuff there from the guys on Haveston. Fast shipping, great packaging, reusable container. Yeah, let me know what questions you have. Like I said, I try to do a video a week. If you haven't subscribed yet, please go ahead and subscribe. Other than that, I'll catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching.